Now the Trump administration can continue its mass firings of federal employees. A U.S. judge has denied a union bid to temporarily halt the firing of thousands of federal employees on probationary status. District Judge Christopher Cooper said that he lacked the jurisdiction to handle the complaint, which is one of several which have been filed in courts in recent days, in an effort to pause the mass sackings. The judge's decision comes as around 6,700 workers at the 100,000-strong Internal Revenue Service IRS who were on probation were being laid off. A former IRS official said most of the employees being let go worked in the tax agency's enforcement teams, less than 2 months before the U.S. income tax filing deadline of the 15th of April. A number of IRS employees posted messages on social media saying that they had been abruptly terminated and they were seeking other opportunities. The National Treasury Employees Union and four other unions that represent federal employees had asked Cooper to issue a temporary restraining order preventing termination of their members. On Wednesday, another federal judge has declined a request to temporarily block Elon Musk and his Department of Government Efficiency, DOGE, from firing federal employees. A judge last week lifted a freeze he had temporarily imposed on a mass buyout plan offered by the Trump administration to federal workers. And according to the White House, more than 75,000 federal employees signed on to the buyout offer. Meanwhile, U.S. media has been reporting that more than 50,000 people could be laid off at the U.S. Defense Department. According to CNN, the firings are expected to begin as early as Friday. A New York Times report citing former CI officials claim the agency has moved to dismiss an unspecified numbers of officers who are working on recruiting and diversity issues in what would be one of the largest mass firings in America's and agency's history. Now, this report comes as Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth said that Elon Musk's DOGE will have broad access to root out previous administration programs at the Pentagon. Hegseth said that DOGE will work to find the redundancies and identify the last vestiges of the Biden priorities. Meanwhile, Musk attended the Conservative Political Action Conference, which is CPAC, where he wielded a chainsaw on stage, telling cheering attendees it was the chainsaw for bureaucracy. The chainsaw was handed to Musk by Argentinian President Javier Milei, who is set to meet with Musk. U.S. President Donald Trump during his visit to Washington.
You know, trying to get good things done, but also, have a good time doing it, and, and have, a sense of humor, Yeah, no, waste is pretty much everywhere. People ask, how can you find waste in D.C.? I'm like, look, it's like being in a room, and this target, the wall, the roofs, and the floor are all targets. So it's like, you can close your eyes and go shoot in any direction. you can't miss,
For latest news, download the WION app and subscribe to our YouTube channel.